Welcome to a very unique session of Pandasal Forum here at 87-year-old Kamuning Bakery Cafe. We have a very special guest. I think he is one of the most dynamic, talented persons in Philippine politics, even though wala siya ngayon sa Congress or in the government. He has been one of the most talented, and he was former congressman, former Malacanang chief of staff, former cabinet secretary, and many other, also now a businessman, very successful. Last week, nasa news pala siya unfairly, sabi niya, he will explain, and also, very good siya in analyzing Philippine politics. By the way, for people asking, ang Pandasal Forum here at Kamuning Bakery Cafe has always been non-partisan ever since. Hindi man intindihan ng mga tao, Secretary Defensor. Noon, like, one of our earliest guests dito, two earliest guests years ago, then opposition Senator Bongbong Marcos, when he declared here, right here in your Senate, he declared he will be running for VP. When it was the time naman of Noynoy Aquino. Then during the time naman of President Duterte, it was opposition leader naman, welcome din dito, si Lenny Robredo was here, the VP. The first labor union leader to run for president, Yogi De Guzman, dito din ang first press con niya when he was And last year lang, the Vice President Sara Duterte was here October 16. So we are really welcome to everyone. And now we are very privileged to have with us, of course, one of the best, ako naniniwala ko, one of the best politicians in the Philippines. Not only because he is very astute and hardworking and talented, but he is also the nephew, I discovered, the nephew of one of our favorite senators, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago. Hindi ko nakwento sa inyo noon, when she was running for president, lahat ng kandidato for president had a meeting ni Avance on a Saturday, lahat sila. Si Crispo sa Tondo, different places. Siya nang walang meeting ni Avance, her office called up here, wanted to hold a press con here in the morning. The time of the meeting ni Avance, very excited lahat ng staff. I was excited to prepare na. Then 1 or 2 hours before, biglang na-cancel, I think medical reasons. Yeah. Here with us is the nephew of Miriam Defensor Santiago. I think kasing tapan ka niya, kasing talino niya. Let us welcome Secretary Mike Defensor for his opening statement. Anything you want to talk about, whether it's about many updates about Saltico, about the Vice President's impeachment, ICC, anything you want to talk about, even mayroon pa ako chichismis sa inyo, narinig ko, 2 hours bago binaril yung businessman si Mr. Peris Mariano, kausap ni Secretary Mike Defensor via video call. 2 hours before. Can you imagine? Let us ask him all kinds of questions. I think he knows more about Philippine politics than half the people in Congress. Welcome, Secretary Mike Defensor.
Thank you so much, Wilson Lee Flores, one of our respected media men and writers in the Philippines. At kaibigan na marami. In fact, tama nga yung sinabi na yung Pandasal Forum has become an institution for people to speak out, for people to share their views, and for people to be asked about the current situation. Itong Kamuning Bakery Cafe, institution na rin. Bukod sa institution, this place has also become an institution. Again, not only for good food, but also for political discussions on current events that is happening in our country. Alam ko, excited kayong lahat na mag-react ako doon sa nangyaring raid ng NBI.
Yes.
Actually, si Mr. Flores, I was here last Wednesday, Tuesday ba?
Friday?
Friday.
Yes.
I was there Friday.
Nag-lunch kami.
Oo, kasi pala nagkaroon kami ng miscommunication.
Yes.
There was supposed to be a forum like this at hindi natuloy. So sabi niya, pumunta ka ng Wednesday. Sabi ko, sayang, Mr. Flores, meron pa naman akong ipapalabas. Sabi niya, please, huwag mo naman ilabas. Ilabas mo na lang when we have this today, when we guest you as one of our speakers for the Pandesal Forum. Yun nung nangyari dito sa raid na nangyari sa amin, actually, I apologize, but I cannot react. Kasi po ito yung advice, hindi ko naman to kaso eh. Ito yung advice nung abogado ng aking asawa. If it was just me, wala akong problema. I would have reacted. No? Less that I'd be subjudice kung meron ng court case. But basically, siguro ang message ko na lang dito sa nangyari, alam niyo ho, isa ako sa mga staunch oppositionist during the time of Ramos while I was part of the majority and became one of the members of the minority. Na kung saan, opposition po ako. Ako ang isa sa mga naging complainant ni Pangulong Erap Estrada. But all of that is in the realm of politics. Saan po yung politika? Wala ka makikita ginagamit ang maayos ng gobyerno, tinututok sa isang tao, ginagamit ang mga kawani ng manong serbisyo katulad ng NBI at police para magbibig ng tao. Kasama na dyan ang BIR, kasama na yung ibang ahensya ng gobyerno. Kasi politika ho yan. Ang masama ay kung ang isang tao gagamit ng armas, mabubudyok na gumamit ng armas para patalsikin ang isang presidente o ang isang gobyerno. In fact, kahit na yung people power is not legal. Calling for BBM's resignation is not illegal. Calling for people power, for all of us to be together, magsama-sama tayo, hindi po yan legal. Nagkaroon na ng dalawang desisyon at sa ligang batas tungkol dyan. Ang masama, pagka nga po sa isang demokratikong setup na nagsasalita ka lamang at nagbibigay ka ng iyong pananaw o opinion sa nangyari sa inyong lipunan, at marahil nagsasalita ka ng hindi maganda sa ilang mga kawani ng gobyerno o liderato ng ating bansa at ginigipit yung mga tao yan. Kinakasuhan yung mga tao yan. Yan po ang hindi maganda. Katunayan, sinabi ko nga sa kanila, alam mo yung panahon ni Era, bagamat ang isa ako sa problema ng impeachment, matapos ang impeachment, ako ang una niyang kausap. Ako ang nag-ayos para ilipat siya sa veterans. Ako din ang nag-ayos para magkaroon siya ng hospital arrest. At that time, nag-usap kami ni Pangulong Era pagka meron siya pangangailangan. Namatayan siya, kailangan niya lumabas, kailangan niya lumipat, may kailangan siyang puntahan, kailangan aprobahan po yun eh. And I was the one assisting. And during the last months of the term of President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, ako po kasama ang ilang liderato sa simbahan ang nag-ayos ng kanyang absolute pardon. Oo. Kasi, yan naman ay nasa larangan ng politika. At bilang pagrespeto na dati siyang Pangulo ng ating bansa, bilang pagrespeto, hindi naman namin kailangan magdiinan. Hindi naman namin kailangan maggipitan ng isa't isa. Ngayon o, sa halin namin na Wilson, siguro lahat kami may kaso na eh. Kahapon lang nakatanggap ulit ako. 2 kaso na final ni former Secretary Anyo and former Senator Trillanes. 5 cases. Kaya kayo, pag nag-live kayo sa akin ngayon, makakasama kayo sa mga final. Kasi yun lang ang kaso ko. Nag-live ako nung magsalita yung 18 Marines. So, ang aking mensahe, alam niyo ho, ang mga tao nagsasalita at may nakikitang pagkakamali, hindi dapat ginigipit ng gobyerno. Lalo tigit ang kanilang pamilya. There are parameters in a fight. Kahit na sa ang gera, kahit na po sa totoong gera, may Geneva Protocol. Ang pamilya, ang pangkabuhayan, hindi sinasama ang mga taong hindi dapat isama. Ang dapat na kawayan sa politika ay yung mali. And the government has all the resources. Andyan sa kanya ang media outlets, meron siya sariling government outlets, meron siyang writers, meron siyang mga manunulat, meron siyang social media, may pondo siya, in fact may mga trolls siya. Ang dali-dali lang i-overwhelm ang mga nagsasalita laban sa kanya. Pero siguro mahirap pag hindi na nila alam kung paano hintuin ang katotohanan. kung hindi na alam, patahimikin yung mga sinasabi. And so, Mr. Flores, if I may go to
Yes.
the point that I wanted to raise, I have here the copy of the Ombudsman complaint. Ito po yung complaint na ipinail